How is it going, my heroes, my villains, and everybody in between? Sean Ross here, and welcome back, guys, to another live reaction to My Hero Academia. And it feels so damn good to finally be back after the week break. We are on manga chapter number 276, which is entitled Cheating.
Hacks! I call hacks!
Now, with that gaming vocabulary, it has to be referencing Shigaraki, especially with the fact that he is the one enabling all of the cheat codes. He has been on God mode since waking up and utilizing all of the quirks at his disposal. He's basically been indestructible at this point. But with the ending of last chapter, as Gran Torino swooped in to rescue Deku and Bakugo from Shigaraki, his quirks and cheats were temporarily disabled thanks to Aizawa stepping in, basically saying, "Don't harm my students," and challenging him to a round 2 fight. And I am excited, but a little nervous, because thinking back to their first match between Shigaraki and Aizawa, we all remember how that went down.
Drop it. Yeah.
Granted, there was a Nomu involved, but it was still up against Shigaraki. But the big difference here is the fact that Aizawa is not alone. He's got backup, he's got other pro heroes to fight back against Shigaraki. But even with all that, I still don't think that is going to be enough.
But he asked the impossible. I need more men.
I don't know where this chapter is going to go and how this matchup with all our pro heroes and Shigaraki, but I am ready for whatever Horikoshi has in store. So, mount ladies and gentle criminals, without further ado, let's dive right into chapter 276. Alright, here we go. First page of the chapter, and we can already see a news chopper on scene.
Get to the chopper!
That panel shot is really reminding me of Camino Ward.
The scene below, straight out of a nightmare. Half of Camino Ward was demolished in a single horrifying instant. All Might is currently fighting the villain, who appears to have caused the blast.
So the fact that the news is now here is basically telling me that all events moving forward are most likely going to be broadcast live throughout Japan. So whether that's a good thing or a bad thing remains to be seen on whether or not this situation goes from bad to worse, or if it gets better. So let's dive into this breaking news with our squid guy in the sky. I'm gonna grab a microphone for this. We're coming to you live from the skies above Jakku City. Are you seeing this? A good third of the city has been reduced to rubble. Directly below us, rescue teams made up of heroes and law enforcement officials are helping citizens evacuate. What an incredible effort.
You see this? Jeez.
Oh crap, that looks terrible.
It brings to mind the terrible scene we witnessed in Daika City last year. The smoke and dust are obscuring our view, so we can't quite tell who or what these heroes are battling.
Meanwhile...
And we can see Shigaraki flying in the air after that slash attack from Ryukyu. Just floating there. But then we also got a panel shot of All Might with little Eri. Are they watching the broadcast?
Yep.
All Might. I don't think this broadcast is safe for Eri's little eyes.
Look away, child. Look away!
Get her out of there, All Might. Be a responsible adult. She does not need to see the violence that is most likely about to ensue. Hosu City, Camino Ward. The large-scale terrorist attacks that began last year don't seem to be letting up. Yes, we're witnessing history repeat itself in Jakku City today. What is going on in Japan right now? Where is our country headed? Yo. And we got a whole bunch of different panel shots of Deku's mom. We got Fuyumi, Natsu, Rei, and Mitsuki.
Hello, MILF.
Bakugo's mom.
Look!
Yo, she's reading a Katsuki memory book.
Do you ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head?
Oh, they have no idea what's going on. But the fact that Horikoshi is showing them,
I have a bad feeling about this.
I got a bad feeling about this. That does not bode well. They're just going about their day as if nothing bad is currently happening. Meanwhile, in Tartarus, we got a grinning All For One, just locked into his chair. But that grin, like he has no idea what actually is going on out there, but you just have the feeling that everything is going according to plan.
You're the one who will watch helpless from a cell for the rest of your days.
Rest of my days, huh?
It's only a matter of time. The villains are about to win. I can just feel it. Yo, this page, it's foreboding. But let's continue. Damn. Here we go. Back to the main battlefield. We got Rocklock holding up Aizawa with Manual and Kasagiri Man coming up to them. We got Gran Torino zooming out of there with Deku and Bakugo in hand. Endeavor in hot pursuit after Shigaraki.
Behold.
That face on Shigaraki right there. He looks like a demon.
Crush and kill them.
Yo, he took out that phone, the Nokia phone. So was that what he was like pillaging in his pocket for?
Gotcha, bitch!
It wasn't the Quark erasing bullets. He took out the phone. Kill every person you see. So I'm guessing he's giving Gigantomachia that order over at the mansion. Like, kill everyone you see and bring everyone to my location.
You have no idea.
And then we could see Ryukyu just shouting, Endeavor! As Endeavor is moving in. Kido!
Come.
Yo, his mummy sidekick. Okay, we got a tag team going on right here. Mummy Man, need a lift? I've got one ready. Now go. Endeavor's sidekick, Kido, Quark, Traject, can alter the course of bodies in motion. So that's what his quirk is. We saw it in action earlier this arc when Endeavor shot a flame blast and he kind of like portaled it in another direction.
Now you're thinking with portals.
So it's not portals per se, but he can change the direction of things and alter their motion through like his bandages.
No!
Roger, roger.
Flash fire fixed!
Oh, he sped Endeavor up to where Shigaraki was. Yo, it's about to get hot up there. And Ryukyu just shouts, Shigaraki can't use his quirks. And we got everyone assisting Aizawa. It would have been best to look at him after hiding, but, and someone's like, whoa there. What if he touched the ground again in the meantime? Hang on, I'm slipping.
It gives me serious dry eye.
Yo, Manual is wetting his eyes. Thanks, Manual. Applying too much would flood your eyes and make you blink anyway, so we have to keep in sync. Of course.
You smart. You very smart.
Oh, that's smart on Manual's part. I'm wondering where he got the water, because I don't believe he can actually conjure water. I think he can only manipulate water that's around him. But that's good thinking on Manual's part.
Fight me.
Oh, Endeavor, let's go. You've killed too many already. And with a smile, a grin on his face, Shigaraki's like, yikes.
Flash fire fixed!
Oh, this panel shot. It looks like Endeavor just unleashed a prominence burn and like a hell spider move.
Time to slice and burn!
Oh no!
Hell spider! Prominence!
How could I miss? I don't know, how did you?
But Shigaraki dodged it. How did he dodge it?
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
He can't use his quirks. He dodged a prominence hell spider burn. How did he do that? He got burned a little bit, so he's not gonna be able to heal up until Aizawa blinks.
Behold.
I like that panel shot. Look at him, he looks so devilish in this panel right here. Sticking out his arm, few burn marks, but all he has to say is, that hurts.
An ultimately fruitless effort. But if it's any consolation, that hurt like hell.
It's not just a quirk, that's just his strength. The jump from back then too. A swing of the arm lets him move around in midair. That power, it's just like...
Your power is pretty impressive. To create so much wind pressure just by flicking your fingers. It reminds me of another quirk. You seem to have much in common with All Might.
So he just has enhanced strength and it's not quirk related. He can jump like All Might. He's got strength like All Might. He basically New Hampshire smashed his way to avoid Endeavor's prominence burn attack.
New Hampshire!
So the doctor modified his body, much kind of like the USJ Nomu, to where you remove its quirks, but it's still insanely strong.
I can see the future!
That's what Shigaraki is right now.
Get over here!
And then we see present Mike just pulling the doctor away from the scene. It's not quite on par with All Might, sadly. Excessive remodeling of his body would have overburdened his brain.
I'm positive I erased his quirk. That means he's super strong even without powers. I think he's as strong as All Might.
Called it.
Exactly, I just compared it to that. Exactly. Shigaraki is basically like the USJ Nomu. Just enhanced strength that's not related to its quirk.
Man, I'm tired of being right.
My eraser hasn't been undone. And then a few shots of his damaged leg with the Nomu's Kung Fu grip. And then he's thinking back to the USJ Nomu. Does that mean he's like a perfected Nomu? And then we see Ryukyu moving in. Monster! Yo, whoa, wait a minute.
Later, he gets the rebound, passes it to the man, shoots it, and boom goes the dynamite.
Did Shigaraki just punch Endeavor down onto Ryukyu and they just plummeted down into the ground?
You will find out soon enough.
Oh, but we cut away. Is that what happened? My god, if that's the case. Now going over to Gran Torino, Deku and Bakugo. Should be good here. But Aizawa Sensei's down there. Yeah, he's sealing off Shigaraki's quirks. We're still pretty damn close, Gramps. Oh, Gran Torino, Kachan actually knows about One for All? Yeah, Toshinori told me. And this is as far as we go, Bakugo.
Look!
Yo, we got a little diagram right here showing the layout of the battlefield. Okay, so now we kind of have like a lay of the land. That thing's capable of moving quicker than any of us expected. There's only so many heroes who can give chase, and since our comms are jammed, luring him too far away would actually give Shigaraki free reign. You already got that thing away from the people and into Eraser's line of sight. That's a job well done. So they actually did some good. Their quick thinking actually was to an advantage for them. That is nice to see. Now I'm heading back to help keep Eraser mobile. Are you saying we should just hide? Word is All for One's quirk was transferred to Shigaraki, according to the DJ Hero. Yeah, President Mike told him as he was carrying himself and the doctor out of the hospital. If he manages to steal One for All from you, well, what's worse than the worst case scenario? You all die, and One for All gets stolen.
The cavalry has arrived!
Oh, we can see all of the other sidekicks and pro heroes moving in right here. We can see Burnin. She's like grabbing her hair and she's using it to like propel herself. That's actually pretty cool. We're up against just one guy. If this many of us can't get the job done, then what is the point of this hero-saturated society?
And here we go.
What?
Oh, shit!
You have got to be kidding me. I thought Shigaraki disintegrated them all. How is there more High End Nomus? Where did they come from? You have a double-page spread showing more Nomus.
It's worse. It's so much worse.
I know Gran Torino just said, like, worst case scenario. What could be worse than that? This just went from bad to worse. Dealing with Shigaraki was going to be tough already, but now there's even more high-end Nomus moving in.
What the fuck?
And look at Bakugo, Deku, and Gran Torino's face. That is my reaction. Oh, we got Hellhound Scooby-Doo right here.
A talking dog?
Yeah, Ruby, Ruby, Roo.
We got Batman Cthulhu. One just with its mouth as like a head guard. I don't see any of the Nomus that they were fighting previously. So all of these are just new Nomus popping out of nowhere. Yo, that's crazy. This situation just went from bad to worse. Now we have to deal with more high-end Nomus. Nomu? How'd they survive? And we see Endeavor's sidekicks noticing the incoming high-ends. It really hurts. Hey, number one.
Victory is my destiny.
Yo!
He did it! He's on his feet, with his fists raised high! A sign of victory! No, a symbol of a new beginning!
No freaking way.
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
The disrespect that Shigaraki is doing to Endeavor right here.
Come back when you can put up a fight.
Yo. You have got to be kidding me. He is standing on top of Endeavor and Ryukyu. So he did plummet Endeavor and Ryukyu down into the ground. But then he lands on top of them, and then to add insult to injury, lifts his fist up like Endeavor did after he defeated Hood.
Identical.
How'd it go again? Was it this arm that's raised? Whatever. Too bad I got the jump on you. Oh my god, the disrespect right there.
I can't be allowed to look pathetic. Not in this moment.
I'm about to end this man's whole career.
12 seconds later.
Get off of me!
But Endeavor is not done yet. Reignites his flames, get off! And Shigaraki just hops off of him. I can control decay now, you know? I couldn't save every last Nomu capsule, but I've fine-tuned it enough to spare some of them. All would have been tricky. Okay, so that kind of explains it. So he was actually able to control it a little bit in a way to where he could actually save a few of the capsules, but the ones that were active, they got destroyed and disintegrated. So, these guys won't just wake up and go nuts? Of course not. They're activated by an electric pulse. Just tap this device once, and they'll awaken. That's what he did with his phone, when he took out the Nokia phone, the iPad. I guess he wasn't talking to Makia then. Was he giving commands to these new high-end Nomus? That would make sense. Just tap this device once and they'll awaken, but they're programmed to obey orders from specific people. And then Shigaraki just brushing that dirt off of his face. The perfect servants for the villain king, I say. Yo. And the doctor is still gloating as President Mike is holding on to him. And he's like, high-ends? How? Leave it to my dear friend's apprentice to keep my precious high-ends alive. And he must have created an induced current with those radio waves. Clever boy. Yo! Shigaraki was thinking way ahead.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
That attack last chapter had multiple purposes. So not only did he jam the comms for the pro heroes, but the radio waves actually acted as a way to wake up all of those high ends and then he took out the phone and commanded them and gave them orders.
You smart. You very smart. You a genius.
Oh, that had layers right there. That's impressive. Bravo on like the 3D chess maneuvering from Shigaraki right there. That's impressive. But these little ones haven't even made it to the testing phase. They can't think for themselves, but still, they're quite strong. Why don't we call them near high ends?
Nomu!
I want you to stay back, you hear me?
Wait!
You see Gran Torino now going back into the fight. Dang it! 2 of them are heading right for Eraser. You 2 keep hidden. The worst case. You know they're not going to remain hidden. They're going to jump into the action in some way. Oh, and Shigaraki is on the move. Got your eyes on me, huh? Well then, who's watching you?
First it was 23 seconds.
Final boss.
Then it was 24 seconds. And then 20. Then 17.
No, he's going for Aizawa. Hand stretched out. He's got his target. You're in the way. Eraserhead.
Deadbolt!
And we got Rocklock stepping in front of him. Brave man right there. Native and Kasagiri Man and Rocklock are going to try to block Shigaraki as Manuel holds on to Aizawa, keeping his eyes well hydrated. No, can't afford to die. If I die, there'll be no one left to hold him back. I still have to watch over them until they graduate and become heroes. Yo!
The 2 of them don't get along at all. Sometimes they seem like polar opposites. However, I can't wait to see what they'll do.
Aizawa thinking back to the first training that he did with Deku and Bakugo, the quirk assessment exam. He's thinking back all the way to then, and he's basically saying, I can't die now. I have to watch these 2 graduate. No, he's thinking about all of Class 1A.
I'm honored to have them as students. My Class 1A.
Yo, I still need to. No, you're in the way. Oh, I like that a lot. I love seeing that. The bond that Aizawa has made with his class. He doesn't show it often, but he has a soft spot for Class 1A. And we've seen that throughout the series. He has pride in his class. He loves getting to see them grow and improve. And you can even see Shinzo included within that. So is that basically confirming he'll be in Class 1A?
Maybe.
It's mainly because he's been training under Aizawa. They have a close bond. But yo, I love that panel right there. That is beautiful. Love that.
Oh no!
And we see Shigaraki moving in. Rocklock and Gran Torino just trying to pincer him from both sides. Shigaraki's moving his hand. Is he moving it towards Gran Torino? Yo, we got lightning. Deku's moving in, isn't he? One for all, full cowling.
What?
Deku! I knew they were not going to stay put, remain hidden. They were going to jump into the action.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Yo, but Deku beat Gran Torino to the punch.
It's been a long time since I've had to seriously dodge an attack. This kid might turn out to be a real monster.
That is impressive. Him at 30 to 45%. His speed beats out Gran Torino. He left after Gran Torino. That's crazy. So he just jumps in Leroy Jenkins style, grabs a hold of Shigaraki, and he's now going to just bring him in the other direction. Sensei! And Aizawa shocked seeing Deku jump in. With Bakugo not far behind. Sensei, this time, it's our turn.
He's trying harder than anyone in his pursuit to become the top hero. If the villains think they have a chance with him, then they are grossly mistaken, I can guarantee you that much.
Deku thinking back to all the times Aizawa had saved him, and then Bakugo thinking about how Aizawa stood up for him at the conference. when people were saying he got kidnapped by the villains, he was going to become a villain, but he stood up for Bakugo, and that's what Bakugo is thinking back to. But he's like, don't worry, Sensei. Deku and Bakugo are like, it's our turn to save you. Yo, that is the end of the chapter. Next chapter hits July 5th.
Midoriya and Bakugo. Why am I not surprised to hear that?
We're just getting started. Now we'll kill you.
This was a good chapter after the break. I really liked this chapter. I just knew that Deku and Bakugo were not going to remain hidden, but these last few pages with Aizawa thinking back about his class, Deku, Bakugo, and all of Class 1A, including Shinzo, basically saying, it's not my time yet. I still have so much more to do for my class. I need to see them grow and prosper into proper heroes. And then Deku and Bakugo move in. Yo, I love it. It's probably going to get much worse from here on out, but this could be the start now of Deku and Bakugo versus Shigaraki with backup from all the other pros. So with that, guys, that right there is my live reaction to chapter 276 of My Hero Academia. But now I definitely want to hear your guys' thoughts on the events of this chapter, with the fact that we saw more high-end Nomus entering the fray, getting to see Aizawa having that flashback moment, not wanting to die, to live to see his students prosper, and then the last page showing Deku and Bakugo jumping into the fray, saving their teacher, and joining the battle against Shigaraki. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below, and feel free to subscribe to the channel and click that bell icon that you guys can be alerted for every new MHA reaction that pops up on the channel. But if you guys want to talk about other things or talk about MHA outside of YouTube, feel free to also follow me over on Twitter. A link to my Twitter account can also be found in the description down below. That's going to do from here, guys. So until next week, when we have chapter 277, My Hero Academia, I'll talk to you guys next time. But remember, go beyond plus ultra.